In today's episode, we're going to push back on the idea that you have to be all in on your dream for it to succeed. Perhaps you've heard the term side hustle. During this fast-paced, highly practical episode, I'm going to give you some actionable tips so that you can move beyond the theoretical and take some first steps to begin crafting your dream, even while you're earning your paycheck doing your day job. If deferring your dream until you have more time is keeping you stuck, taking action on some of these tips can stimulate some much needed hope. That's all coming up next, right here on Stop Doubting Your Dream. Stay tuned. If you have a deep-rooted dream you long to pursue but feel held back by self-doubt, the possibility of failure, and the relentless demands of everyday life, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Jeff Meyer, and I know that taking the leap of faith to make your dream a reality and overcome the seeds of doubt planted by those who say it's too risky can feel overwhelming and discouraging sometimes, and cause you to question whether or not your dream is worth pursuing at all. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be an either-or choice. It's possible to pursue your dream without risking your stability or security in the process. And each week on the show, I'm going to show you and give you practical action steps you need to turn your dream into a viable source of income so you can live without regret, reshape your future, and create the meaningful change you want to see in the world, all without leaving your day job. So if you're someone who's ready to stop doubting your dream and start living it, let's dive in. Welcome back. This is episode 73. Last week, I left you with a choice, defer or act. And in that episode, we talked about how deferring can lead to anxiety, resentment, bitterness, frustration, regret, personally harmful lies, being stuck in the narrative that there's nothing you can do. Well, I would tell you that if this is true about deferring on your dream, delaying, then the opposite is also true. Taking action fuels hope. It stirs a brightness in the soul. Let's dive into that a little bit. How does taking action on your dreams, even taking small incremental steps forward on your dreams, how does taking action stimulate hope and replace these negative emotions with more positive, forward momentum kind of emotions? Well, I thought of several reasons. Maybe you can add to this list, but let's look at this together. How does taking action fuel hope? It gives us, first of all, a sense of empowerment. When you take action on your dreams, you regain a sense of control over your life. When you're just stuck and thinking, it becomes stinking thinking, and you have no control because you're not doing anything. The empowerment can help counter feelings of helplessness and frustration, and you can start to see, as you take steps, that you have the ability to shape your future. Empowerment. Progress and achievement, another reason why taking action on dreams can stimulate hope. Every step you take towards your dream, no matter how small, represents progress. When you're just sitting there thinking about it, all you're thinking about is all the things you should do but haven't, which adds to the guilt and the weight and the feelings of restlessness and anxiety. When you make progress, even little steps, these accomplishments can provide a sense of fulfillment, and they counteract feelings of regret. How about when we take action in our dreams, It stimulates hope because it connects us with our purpose and our passion. Pursuing your dreams gives you a sense of purpose. It connects you again with what you're really meant to do. When you're actively engaged in something you love and you feel called to, it's easier to let go of the negative emotions because you focus on what excites and inspires you. Another reason why taking action on your dreams stimulates hope and alleviates negative emotions is it is promoting positive self-talk. Taking action can help you combat personally harmful lies and negative self-talk, which are grown in the seedbed of inactivity. As you make progress, you actually can replace self-doubt with self-affirming thoughts, reinforcing your belief in your abilities and your potential. If you've never taken a step, you can never prove to yourself that you can do it. Talking to a client recently this week, I'm going to share this next week on the podcast. They were sharing how one of their wins actually inspired them to take action on a next step because they did something with the win that they were sharing that they had never thought they could have done before. Another reason why taking action on your dreams can stimulate hope and alleviate negative emotions is that it opens the door to new possibilities. Engaging with your dream and taking steps towards it opens up new possibilities and perspectives. It breaks the cycle of feeling stuck in the narrative that there's nothing you can do. By proving to yourself that there are paths forward and there are options available. And when there's new possibilities, there is hope. Think about this one. Another reason there's hope is because when other people see you taking steps to pursue your dream, you start to gather an audience. You may connect with like-minded individuals who can offer support, guidance, and encouragement. I call this social support. This social support can further boost your sense of hope and well-being. You get some positive feedback from people who are watching you and observing what you're doing. It gives you hope that there's a possibility here for this dream. Another reason why taking action builds hope is because it builds resilience. Pursuing your dreams can help you develop resilience and coping skills, which are going to be, believe me, essential for dealing with the setbacks and the challenges that you're going to face as you pursue your dream further and further down the road. Overcoming obstacles reinforces your belief in your ability to navigate difficult situations. I had someone last week. I encouraged them to go back and review their last year and just give me a list of 10 things that they overcame. Took a while, but they listed them. And I said, now, when you look at those lists of 10 things, you have built some resilience this year, haven't you? Yes, I have, she said. I said, now, how are you going to leverage the feeling you have right now with the obstacle that's in front of you today? I've done it before, she said. I'm going to be able to do it again. Awesome. And finally, just the sense of optimism that comes when you see progress and you experience a positive impact of your actions. Your outlook on the future becomes more optimistic. You're not quite as down and ready to give in to anxiety. And it enhances hope because you're envisioning a brighter and more fulfilling future. All right. It is important. It is critical to remember, and hopefully you get this out of my podcast, is take some action. And it's important to remember that taking action on your dreams doesn't mean making grand sweeping changes overnight. I'm encouraging you not to go out and quit your day job. In fact, today's episode is going to give you some ideas, some tips, some really practical tips on what you can do while you're working your day job. Remember that small, consistent steps have a profound impact on your emotional well-being and your belief in your dream, in yourself, and in a brighter future. The process itself is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, and it builds hope. It builds a sense of excitement. All right, so I don't want to paint a completely rosy picture here. Balancing a busy life while pursuing your dreams, it's challenging. But having that dream deferred and buried while you grind at your day job, wishing you could do something but feel like you can't, is also challenging and life-sucking. So would you rather be it challenging and hopeful or challenging and life-sucking? Again, you get to choose. But with some creativity and some effective time management, with some coaching and some accountability and some supportive community around you, it's possible to pursue your dream while you're working your day job. So here are some ideas, some tips, some really practical, down-to-earth tips that you can apply to your busy life right now, making a living through the side hustle approach. You ready? Idea number one, tip number one, learn about time blocking and scheduling and start implementing it. Implement a time blocking system to allocate specific blocks of time, like Tuesday afternoon from 2 to 4, or Wednesday morning from 6 to 8, or Friday lunchtime from noon. Extend it because you have some freedom in your job from noon till 2. Time block during your week and dedicate that time block solely to your dream pursuit. Now, if you can't do that during your day job, find ways to do it on time after your work. But schedule these blocks in your calendar and treat them as non-negotiable appointments. Some of you are so quick to give away the appointments that are the most important. I was talking to someone today, for example, that finally realized that she had to put time with her husband and her family in her calendar because it kept getting kicked off the calendar in favor of her work. Treat it as non-negotiable. Make an appointment with your dream. This way you can maintain a balance between your regular job, your side hustle, and working on your dream. Time block and schedule it. Okay, that's idea number one. Tip number two, I call it leveraging micro moments. Take advantage of those micro moments, those small pockets of time you have throughout the day. Here's a list of some of them, like during your commute, during lunch breaks, waiting in line, right? Driving to the grocery store before and after, maybe even during picking up groceries. Plug in some headphones, listen to a podcast like mine or others that stimulate your thinking, help you learn more about your dream. Use these moments to jot down ideas, plan next steps, or even complete small tasks related to your dream pursuit. Using your phone or your notebook, take advantage of all the little micro moments that, when added up over time, amount to quite a bit. I remember when I was writing my first book, I took moments when I was, it was actually 2 or 3 times a week. I suffer from allergies. And so I finally bit the bullet and went and got some allergy shots over the course of 5 years. And during this stretch of time, I was sitting waiting for the nurse to call me in to give me a quick shot in my arm. Then I had to go and ice pack it right before I went home and make sure I survived the next 30 minutes and didn't go into shock or something. I would call those micro moments. I pulled out my phone. I used an app on my phone and I just started. I had the first series of chapter titles. They didn't become the absolute end title, but they were the titles of my book chapters that I wanted to write. And I just started writing on my phone ideas that helped me make progress on writing my book. And it's amazing how much writing I got done in 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, leveraging these micro moments. You can do the same with your dream. Here's another tip. Collaborate, delegate, explore opportunities to collaborate with like-minded individuals, right? Consider delegating certain tasks related to your side hustle and dream pursuit. I had someone that was willing to help me do some research for me. And then she fed me the information, researching SEO, researching other people who are doing this in the industry that were going to become my competition in the coaching space. You can collaborate and delegate. Share responsibilities. This dream is never going to be just your own. It's going to be a team effort. So start now. Free up some of your time and energy to focus on the aspects of your dream that align with your strengths and your passion, and farm out the rest. Here's a great tip. Create a portable workstation. You know, I have a number of jobs. I lead a congregation, a church. I'm a lead pastor. I have portable workstations. I have a workstation at home. I have a workstation at church. I have a way to bring with me, like on a trip this weekend that I'm taking, a workstation so I can continue to do the work while I'm in the air, while I'm on the ground in the place I'm visiting. Develop a portable workstation or mobile office setup that allows you to work on your side hustle wherever you are. Your laptop, a tablet, a notebook, pen, journaling on your phone. Having a setup that you can easily carry with you enables you to seize opportunities to work on your dream even when you're on the go, right? Create a portable workstation. Here's another tip. Implement the 2-hour rule, okay? Or maybe you want to call it a 1-hour rule or a 30-minute rule. I don't care. Dedicate at least that amount of time, 2 hours every day, to working on your dream pursuit, no matter how busy your schedule is. You track some other behaviors, right? Healthy behaviors. Why not start tracking working on your dream? You could do this early morning, during lunch breaks, or in the evening. And it doesn't necessarily have to be 2 hours all at one time, but do it every day. Consistency is key. And over time, these dedicated daily sessions can accumulate into significant progress. How about this tip? Host virtual workshops. Host a webinar. Utilize your online platforms that you already have. You don't have to create a new one yet. Do it to host virtual workshops or webinars related to your dream pursuit. This allows you to reach a broader audience, start to gather people who are interested, test out your ideas, see if they have any relevancy in the marketplace, and possibly generate some income while sharing your knowledge and your passion. You can schedule these events during evenings or weekends when you have more free time, and you would be amazed at how much hopeful fuel can be generated as you engage with your audience even before you're officially pursuing your dream. I just had my fingers up with the quote marks, okay? Because you can be pursuing your dream right now before you're officially pursuing your dream. Another tip. Delegate routine tasks. If you've got money, if you have the ability and the capacity to hire some of that out to others, identify routine or low priority tasks in your personal and professional life that can be delegated or outsourced and give them away. It might free up some time, like household chores, administrative work, right? Certain tasks within your side hustle, sending out an email. By offloading these tasks, you can free up time to focus on those activities that are high impact related to your dream. And the last one, it's amazing. I think these are all amazing, but this one's great. Combine your passion with exercise. Incorporate your dream pursuit into your exercise routine. Brainstorm ideas during a jog. Listen to educational podcasts related to your dream while you're at the gym. Combining physical activity with pursuing your passion can help maximize your productivity and your creativity. By the way, when we're exercising, Our neurons in our brains are firing way more actively than they are when we are still. So capture those moments, utilize them for your dream pursuit. All right. Those are just a list that I can come up with. Can you add to the list? Can you combine the list or creatively adapt one of these ideas? Find ways to balance your dreams in your busy life. Tailor it to your own personality and your own schedule. You have tremendous freedom to do whatever you're led to do with these ideas. All right. So which ones do you like? Which ones do you have energy to implement? Which ones do you want to riff off of and adapt and utilize to your own schedule? I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm going to ask you to take action on your dream this week. Thanks so much for joining me again for another episode of Stop Doubting Your Dream. If you'd like to connect with me, man, I love it. So share which of the tips that I shared here today that got you taking action. Better yet, maybe the tips sparked an original idea of your own. Reach out and share that with me. Let me know that it's helpful to you, this episode. And you can always, as I say every week, check out the show notes for specific ways to reach out to me. If you love the show today, if you're listening on Apple, scroll down in your app, leave a review, download the episode. That counts. It helps me see who's listening and engaging, how the show is growing or not growing, so that I can keep being more impactful to my audience, which is you. Your reviews and your downloads help others find the show. If you want more from me, you can check out my new website, jeffmeyercoaching.com. Next week, I'm going to walk you through a simple exercise that you can do anytime, specifically when you find yourself unmotivated or stuck. This exercise will lead you to identify a simple next step you can take on your journey so that you can start building some momentum on your dream journey. Join me back here next week. And until then, the journey towards your dream begins today. Take action with a single step.